first off, how have preparations been going this week for Saturday?
Yeah, good. I think it's been good leading up to it. I think the boys have been working really hard. A bit disappointed last week. I thought we could have done a lot more, but in terms of this week, it's a new start, and that's what the gaffer says. Just work on Ayr United this week and hopefully get the 3 points.
Was it important to kind of reflect on Saturday to help kind of learn from it and kind of move on?
Definitely, because we played them obviously a couple of days before, and I think that was a really good performance in terms of everyone coming off the bench and stuff as well. And to do that at the weekend, it obviously wasn't good enough from anyone. Maybe a few boys got pass marks, but in terms of this week, no, it's just, as you said, just refresh and just go again.
The manager was speaking about how he was asked about whether there's one specific point you could put it down to this season, and saying if that could be found out, then you'd be a rich man essentially if there was one specific point. Is that how the players feel as well?
Definitely. It's just, I just got asked there as well, what's been going on. There's nothing that I can say. It's not down to work rate or anything. I just think sometimes you just hold your hands up and you just say it's not good enough, or a bit of luck sometimes in football, But in terms of narrowing it down to one thing, nah, there's got to be a few.
Just on Ayr on Saturday then, what are you expecting from them?
Well, they're really direct, got some good players, and I think they're doing well. I think they're fourth, maybe fifth. But we went to theirs last time, and I think we could have got something at the game. So in terms of this week, no, I think they're going to be direct, and I think we're getting more direct as you look at the players we've brought in as well. So hopefully we can bring that and hopefully get the 3 points.
Do you think last Saturday just proves how much of the season still left to go, and I suppose how tight things are?
I know. I think there's only a few points between playoffs as well. So we're all speaking about it. I don't know why we can't push for playoffs. I know we're at the bottom, but there's only a point or two between the bottom three, is it? So I don't see why not. No.
That's all from me. Thanks for that.
I don't want to labour it, because you're obviously trying to move on and think positively, but is there an element of the psychology? The team's been through a lot of dunts this season, that when you do get a dunt, there's a wee memory of things going wrong. Is that the psychology of it a wee bit difficult at times?
Yeah, it's hard. I think everyone is feeling the same. I think it's hard to go from, even when we won last week, we had such a good vibe about the place and the boys were at it, and then to go and put the performance in on Saturday, it just takes it down a notch. The boys aren't happy after the game and stuff, and it takes a big deflection out of training as well. But I think the gaffer's been brilliant coming in. He's been able to settle it down and just get the boys to refresh and go again and just think positive throughout the week.
You mentioned there a reset. Has he made that a big message this week, that starting again, let's go fresh?
Definitely. I think it's just try forget about Queen's Park, because you need to take obviously the negatives, but I think in terms of just trying to go again and just obviously start looking at Ayr United, we'll do a few meetings today and tomorrow, and I think that would be good to just settle it down and just look at Ayr and just try to get the 3 points.
Yeah, and you know yourself in football, if you get the result, get a couple of results together, it can
picks up massively, and that's what I was saying there. We're not so close to playoffs, but in terms of points, it's anyone's. You know what I mean? And I don't see why it can't be ours. So, as you said, I think if we just narrow it down, just be really direct and be the Ross County that I know the players that are in there, then I think we can definitely push on.